A hard time. Shut Oh, they got me scratching my nose. Oh, my little nose seated.
But I bet they can now.
Oh, is he at the church? Oh, he's at the church. Okay.
All right. Hey, we're doing things.
Yeah, you should probably stop
Are we
playing
live
that
now?
game. Yeah, we've been.
Yes.
The countdown has
Okay.
been up. I just thought you'd get the notification.
Very well.
Normally you do. So
I did not this time.
I was already watching. So.
He was
Okay,
watching,
I'm
waiting,
saving, don't worry.
commiserating.
May or may not be drinking tequila, so you know.
I don't practice drinking
Oh,
tequila.
the one night that I don't partake in extracurricular activities. Should I fix that?
What are you gonna get some tequila?
Yeah. Right.
No, much quicker.
Do whatever you like, my man. Anyways,
We here at Torchlit Tavern do not promote any of the smoking of any herbs or drinking of any substances. We just do them.
Hey, do as I say, not as I do. Wait, yes, maybe.
Do as I want.
No. You do what you like.
Do what you want, and you do what you like. All right, you do what you like. We only got 4 viewers right now, which means that I know for a fact one of those is CD. That means not all of you are watching. We should have at least 5 viewers.
We have 7 viewers. What do you want about?
Well, that's not what my shit says. But if your shit says we have 7, then I'll take your word. All right.
I also only see 4.
All right, let me just shake it out. Okay, we're starting a little late today, guys. We're starting a little late. I'm sorry, stream. I'm so sorry.
He's not really.
I am sorry. I like to start on time.
It's been a week.
I want to be stereotyped. I want to be classified. Anyways, if you know what song that's from, you're fucking cool. If you don't,
Thank you.
Anyways, welcome all and one and all, to another exciting Friday night stream. What do we do on Fridays? We do Mythcraft Country, baby. You know we're doing the Mythcraft Country, daddies. And this one goes out to all my daddies out there, gender neutral, and daddies not meaning literal daddies. Oh, welcome to the party. On Friday night, we drink. We smoke, and we have a good time. And by that I mean we just chill out. Well, we probably won't be chilling out. And, you know, to be fair,
Nice, relaxing
the
tabletop
beverage
game.
can be any beverage you like. And you don't have to put anything in your lungs, just so you know. But, as I always say, Mythcraft night is boys' night! Boys being gender neutral. So join the boys, have a drink. And let's start the fucking show.
Left, I know you got a drink around there somewhere.
I know you got a drink. I know you're drinking. So
I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
If for whatever reason you don't know what this is, let me tell you.
I've got to stop you. You said that they don't need to put anything in their lungs.
They don't.
How dare you? They need oxygen. Fuck you, you piece of shit.
No,
They need
fuck
to
you. They
breathe.
don't. They
Do
don't
they?
need to breathe. No one needs to breathe. They choose to.
Breathing is a choice. Living's a choice too.
You are
In
now
case you thought-
manually breathing.
You're welcome. God damn it.
I'm totally not drinking.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, there you go.
All right. So for some reason you don't know what the fuck you've tuned into, welcome to Mythcraft Country, a show that we put on here on the Torchlit Tavern channel where we play a game called Mythcraft. It is a relatively new system. It's got a wonderful set of rules. We all are very much enjoying it, except for Ulven. Ulven's new. We don't know if he's very much enjoying it yet. Ulven, of course, joining us as Trocken? Yes.
Trocktin.
Trocktin. Sorry. The font, I have it written here, but the font makes it hard to read because it's our own custom proprietary font, which is unfortunately hard to read. Sometimes. Truckton.
No. D. That is Rufio. That is Rufio. That is not Olvin. That is. Make sure you're getting your people right.
Wow.
That is.
Alrighty then. Like I said, we're here playing Mythcraft. It's a wonderful system. It's a wonderful game. We've been doing it for a little while now. I'll tell you exactly how we got here. But before we do that, maybe we should do a little bit of, I don't know, preamble, a little bit of, I don't know, introductions, a little bit of
flavor.
Flavor. As I said, I'm Jeff, your Torchlit Twitchmaster, your Twitchlit Torchmaster, but more than anything tonight, I'm your chicka MC in the building. That's your Mythcrafter. Joining me tonight will be the Disorderlies with a new member. Starting first, fighting first up in the list is Maverick.
What's up?
SD.
Thank you. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Maverick SD, your returning streamer, because I'm now recently unemployed, so streaming has become a thing again. Not as often as I'd like, but definitely happening. And I will be playing Jordan McBain. He is the race of Hondu, which is a dog-like humanoid person. If you want to think of it as kind of like we're people, but dog humans-ish, kind of.
Ulvin, let's get a shout out in the chat.
Yeah, so I will be playing the guy that tries to keep this group kind of together, the not de facto leader, because we don't have a leader. We kind of try to do things democratically. But yeah, things went a little wonky the couple times I wasn't here, so I try to make sure that things don't go as wonky. But you know, we'll see how it goes, because we're back at a place that we've been before. So I'm unsure.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Henry. Up next is the undisputed middlest mediocre man, Henry.
Hello, I'm Henry. I will be playing my role as Klep tonight. I am your humanoid raccoon who has been mischievous, has been stoic, has been angry, has been sad, has been all of the above simultaneously. And right now he's trying to metaphorically bury a hatchet.
Metaphorically. Luckily enough, it's not literally, because burying a hatchet usually means you're putting it in something. And I don't know where he'd bury that hatchet. Anyways, enough about hatchet gashes. Last, but certainly not least, he's the newcomer. He's the dark horse. He's the Wolfman himself, Ulvin. Ulvin means wolf in another language, I think. That's why. That's weird.
It's
Awu.
I'm not. No.
He's even let his hair down today.
I know.
Literally, he did.
It's all brushed out. It's fucking clean.
Look at how good he lit. He's like a freshly preened horse.
Hey, that's my best friend.
my best friend.
Who's enjoying the sugar cookies you made me? Thanks.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
I bake.
They're
bacon chocolate.
Question for the group: is this a duck or a chick?
Hold on, let him do his intro.
Yeah, let us get his intro in.
Extra trash. I'm Olvin, aka Left to the Last. I'm playing Trockton. It's hard to pronounce. I'm not entirely sure what we're doing. Trockton's memory's a little weird.
Don't worry, I'll tell you.
I know it involves me crushing people's heads because it's fun. Because I had someone tell me it's fun, so I like fun.
Absolutely,
I really like fun.
Absolutely.
I want to have fun.
Trockton is a remnant. And that is a lineage of beings that are essentially old technology that gained some version of sentience. He's kind of like a robot, but if a robot was magic, and also
if you've seen
not really
Lost City of
with
Atlantis,
yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. And I'm the guy who blows stuff up. I'm Jairus. Wait, I'm Jeff, but I've been playing Jairus as well in this little occasion, whatever the fucking thing. Also, give Ulvi a shout out too, would you please?
Do I have to?
You don't, but I
No.
ask nicely.
There's no reason to. That's old content. I'm putting together new content. Just don't do it.
Oh, I almost just did exclamation mark left for last. No
it.
SO in there.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
there we
it's
go.
still-
We got a little shouts out going. Here we go. Here we go. Those are my players. This is my circus. These are my monkeys. Let me explain to you what we've done so far.
Can I stop you for just a moment?
Yeah.
Where the fuck was my shout out?
Yeah. I mean,
You
well,
don't-
hey, hold
I
on.
thought he was streaming again.
And
Are you
and
streaming
also,
again? Can we get a shout out from Mr. Mediocre Mets?
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
I was trying to make a joke.
You
Well, here's the
actually
thing.
shouted out somebody.
Here's the thing. He's both of our names wrong, so the shout outs aren't actually real.
Oh, are they not?
No,
Yeah.
mine has an E in it. It's Verick, and his is left for the last.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hilariously, you kind of
Nobody gets a shout out.
Shit the bed on the shout outs a little bit, but
See, he played Apex Legends. God, that was a long time ago. Hey, Olvin, you should
Years
you should
ago.
definitely get mine right too, so
but
they can actually get to my channel.
whoever the other Maverick is played tabletop RPGs apparently.
Well, it's because it's thinking it's part of the channel.
Yeah,
It
I
did
got
not
you.
highlight your name correctly, but it did pull up your last stream.
It did.
Wonderful. And the last thing that
I'll shout myself out.
There you go.
yeah, there you go.
All right.
You got a shout out. Well, since you didn't really shout anybody else out, it makes the most sense. But we applaud the effort. We applaud the effort. As you can tell, again, these are my monkeys. This is my circus. Where's my top hat?
The circus.
If you want to know how we got here, let me tell you. So it all started on a big bridge that had a pretty decent sized city on it. In that, they kind of, these misfits ran into each other. They listened to a guy in a bar. He said, hey, there's a problem down there. Down there ended up being in the depths of the bridge. It was cultists. They stopped it. The people were happy. Then the stuff in the bridge city, Bridgemore, got a little weird, so they left. Where'd they go? They found their way into the desert. Where did they find themselves? In a manor. Where's this manor? In the desert. That doesn't seem like a good place for a manor. Crazy. There, bad stuff happened. One of them died. Cry. They also got some cool stuff. Brought that guy who died back to life. How? Sketchy means and a little bit of DM gumption. Then, after they released evil upon the world, they decided to make their way to a flesh pit. They like to call it a sand butthole. And that flesh pit also had awful things inside of it. Much like a butthole? Well, I don't know. Not everybody's butthole has awful things inside it, I guess. But they went from there. They guarded a caravan, made it across the dangerous desert, made it to a city of ne'er-do-wells, which works well because they never do well, aka ne'er-do-wells. There in that city, they ended up hooking up with some crime bosses because the whole place is crime bosses, and running a little crime. Except for all the crime that they're doing is retrieving magic items in places that it might be. So that brings him all the way back to that manor that was in the desert, the one that Uvior was in, the one where one of them died. Why so eager to come back? Well, I can't tell you that. But what for? For a book. What have they learned when they got here? Well, they learned when they talked to the little creatures living there, Gretchlings. They subside off magic, usually eating it in magic items. They said, well, there's something dangerous upstairs. When they spoke to the leader himself, Mog attempted to put on an air of strength, but when pressed, he expressed that he couldn't help them find what they were looking for. And he couldn't help them deal with the danger either. But he did express that there was something dangerous upstairs. Now, they've been to this manor. They know what happens to have 3 levels. we left them at level 1 as they were traveling through the foyer, past a library on one side, something they're familiar with, and a ballroom on the other, to a quadruple set of stairs. Those 4 sets of stairs lead up to the next level. This is where we're going to catch right back in.
He did it, boys.
Oh no, he left. Where'd he go?
I don't know if he died it or what. That's the second time.
Oh, I hope he come back. I hope he come back soon. All right. So as I've expressed, as I've laid out in front of you, you guys are in the manor again. Looks slightly more in shambles than before. And you are making your way up one of the 4 sets of stairs in the foyer, in between the library on your right side and the ballroom on your left. I believe, if memory serves, because I didn't take quite good enough notes for this, but I believe, if memory serves, that several of you decided to roll to sneak. And by several, I mean very specifically 2. Those 2 being our good friend and little boy, Clet, and our nearest do-well, Jairus. Now, as I said, they decided to stealth, and I actually wrote down, or to sneak, I actually wrote down the numbers for their sneaking. So they're sneaking pretty efficiently. They're in the front, and behind, leading the charge, is Jorn, shield up, and directly behind him is Trockton. They're slowly climbing the stairs.
Just for my knowledge, from entering till now, how long do you think it's been?
I think that approximately, and this is going to be a big approximately, you've approximately been in there like 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Because you started your ritual before you got here.
Mm-hmm.
Your ritual has probably been up for ease of math. Your ritual's been up for 30.
Okay.
So you have any amount of, I don't know exactly how long, but
I think it's a 2-hour, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check.
I thought it was just an hour.
For the duration, 2 hours.
Oh, nice.
Wonderful. So you still have a decent amount of time left on that.
Cool.
No doubt.
And so Jorn is in the front, followed by
You guys are in front, stealthed, and I am walking up the stairs with my shield up. With Trockton right behind me.
Okay.
Correct. Though I don't know where
So
the player
who
of
would you
Trockton
say
is.
Who would you say hits the landing first?
I would say first person to the landing is probably Jairus.
Okay.
Jairus is probably the first person to the landing, but he's doing his sneaking thing. Mm-hmm. You guys don't even see him. He's just gone. So he's up there, but he's not going to communicate a whole lot. Because otherwise that gives up his spot. Blows his spot up.
Okay. I'm just trying to help paint the picture. So he gets to the top first. Klep's going to be right behind him. What does Klep see?
As soon as Klep crosses the ascends to the stairs, he's going to see a series of like a small sitting area on. Well, I guess it depends on. There are 4 sets of stairs on your way up.
The room that we had the meeting with Uvior in.
You're not there yet. You would remember.
But that's the floor, and you look at it and you see the seating area where we met with Uvior and Mog.
No, I believe that would have been up to the 3rd floor.
Okay.
I think that this is the 2nd floor, and what you would remember from this 2nd floor is that you would remember checking these rooms, and being attacked by the creepets.
Mm-hmm.
And those,
I do remember that.
So that's where you're at now. Right now, you see.
Jordan wouldn't remember this though.
Jordan wouldn't remember this. For whatever reason, Jordan was sleeping this whole time.
Yeah.
But as you ascend the stairs, I want to ask you this so I can better paint this picture. There's a series of 4 sets of stairs in this foyer. They're boom, 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 boom in a square. Which set do you think that you would take? I imagine you all take them together, as that's kind of the picture I painted, but you can feel free to correct me here if you'd like. Maybe you decided each one of you take a separate set of stairs. Maybe you...
Klep would recommend taking, if his memory suits him, if you're looking at it as you're painting, it would be the top right staircase, being the safe one that they took previously.
Okay. The top right staircase. So if it were like this and you were moving through them, you pass 2, you go up 1 to the 2nd set, and you go to the right, and that's the one you're going up. So
if my memory suits me, isn't that the same staircase we took initially?
I believe so, but
okay.
Your memory is just...
I'm also asking Jairus, not literally in game, but I'm not asking for GM Jeff to just give me the answer. But
yes, Jairus would go, yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah, it seems like that's the one, but I can't be sure because memory's not always great for me.
Yeah, it's been a little while. I think that's the one we took. Let's take that one.
All right. And then he's going to go into stealth mode and be all quiet and shit. So you guys go up the stairs. If you go up that set of stairs, what you're going to do is you're going to have a wall to the right of you. Pardon you. A wall to the right of you, and it's going to continue all the way up the stairs. As you get up the stairs, you're still going to have a wall to the right of you, but going down the ways a little bit, you see a T junction where you could see the outlines of the 2 rooms that are big rooms next to you. These rooms go through all 3, or at least go through 2 floors. These big rooms. The library, I think, goes through all 3 floors, and the ballroom to the other side goes through at least 2 of the floors. As you crest the top of the stairs, you see on this landing there is a small seating area with 2 tables and a chair. And again, it tees out into a junction that you can either go right behind the library, or left behind the ballroom. You remember that the rooms are to the left, but there are many stairs that can take you up from here. So there is a set of stairs directly across the way, like if you went down the stairs and back up the other set of stairs.
I can tell you right now, we're going to go straight across to the staircase, straight across. So that would be now square number 1.
Oh, gosh.
Top left.
Here's another thing that I'm going to go ahead and put out here for you guys. You guys are stealthed. I have no idea where you guys are. So you guys would be doing whatever.
Klep is relaying information to you.
Which would break your stealth.
Not necessarily.
From what I know,
it would break my stealth to you.
From what I know, breaking stealth is breaking stealth.
He's not. I'll give him this. He's not wrong, right? Like,
Yeah, I'm waiting for a GM take on it.
yeah, I'll give him this. He's not wrong. If you're going to communicate, you risk your stealth being broken. Basically, what I'll say here is, if you're going to openly communicate to them, like using words, now you don't know if there's anyone here. So, like, if there's something else that's just unseen at this stage, no way for you to know if they see you. That being said,
my thought process is I would have relayed this during that conversation with Jairus, like, hey, that's the staircase, then that's the staircase. I wasn't trying to metagame in that moment.
You're saying prior to that, you would have relayed where the staircase is. So the last time what you did is the last time what you did is you went down, and then you went up to the T junction. And if you check the stream, you can kind of see a little bit there. Can you see my cursor on the stream?
I do not. Yeah, I see it now.
Okay, so what you did, you guys came up this set of stairs is what you've just described. What you did last time when you went up the stairs is you went up over here.
Came up the other side.
You wanted to come up this side.
Let me see the delay. Yes, we came up that side because we came from outside talking with the Gretchlings.
Yes, but
and we came up that back staircase along that boardwalk outside.
You came from the courtyard or from the front?
We were in the foyer when we summoned.
The foyer is over here.
Inside.
You guys came this direction.
Okay, the point I'm saying is the staircase that we took on that picture would be the top right.
Yeah.
That one.
One second, there's still a delay.
No, I know. I'm waiting. Patiently waiting for you to see where I'm pointing.
Yes.
Okay, so if you take this one, the staircase goes up and here. So you've entered onto this room I've described, this small seated area. There's another set of stairs to go up on this side. So you have to go around to get to this side, to the opposite side. You'll see when it catches up, and it'll all make sense.
Okay, maybe just go ahead. Whatever staircase we come up.
Okay, well, you've already made the decision. Unless somebody wants to counter me super hard, you guys are taking that, or counter you super hard. You guys are taking this set of stairs that you described. Anybody have any point of view on the set of stairs we're taking here?
No.
Okay, cool. So you rise to the landing of these stairs. There's a small seating area. To your right is a wall. Behind that wall, some of you know that there is a library. And to the left is a doorway that'll take you to the balcony around the ballroom. Across the gap, this double balcony as you reach the top is a foyer with a balcony down to the bottom foyer. Across the way is a big set of stairs up, but you also happen to know that if you go to the T junction here, this back wall, and you move along the back wall, either direction, there is a set of stairs to go up there. I will ask that you make awareness checks for me.
Would I be able to use, again, perception and possibly my nose?
I will give you perceiving. I will not give you your nose in this instance, but I will give you perceiving.
All right.
Would I be able to use Rodrigo's?
Question.
Only if you send Rodrigo out and you're inside a room at this point. So he can't really fly very effectively inside a building. Yes, question.
Yeah.
Ulvin.
What dice do I roll?
You're going to roll a D20.
And add your awareness or any other possibly pertainable skill.
You're right. So I forget that Ulvin is new to this. So Ulvin, let me explain a little to something. You have your character sheet that should have your skills on it, right? Has your basic things and it has your skills. So when I say I need an awareness check, it's going to be one of those. That's AWR on your sheet. You're going to roll a D20 just like any other sort of check. Now, what you get to do here is you have your skills written under that. So if you think, all right, awareness.
I'll give him an example because I'm about to plead a case right now.
Go for it.
So would I be able to? I know I can add my perceiving,
You can
but
definitely
can
add
I
perceiving.
possibly add my eavesdropping as well? Because I'm trying to listen in for things that I shouldn't normally be able to hear.
Hey, I'm going to tell you for the first time since you've been making your case for eavesdropping, yes, you can use your eavesdropping.
Hell yeah. Then
Eavesdropping is incredibly applicable. So if anybody else can drop eaves, feel free.
I can
and then
perceive.
can I persuade people to reveal themselves?
No. So
Don't
at
take
this
it
point
too
in
far.
time,
No,
Okay.
I know. I got a 19.
so Ulvin, at this point in time, you would add your awareness plus that skill. What that
Yes.
skill is.
24.
Nice. Beat me.
24. Holy
23.
mackerel.
What is your perceiving?
Plus 6.
No, not you, Ulvin.
2.
2?
My awareness is 3. My perceiving is 2. I rolled a 19.
I don't know why you gave yourself so much awareness, but it worked out for you.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't need that. Seems like a big point
Hey,
cost
you know
to
what?
use.
It's something that we're missing in the party.
What?
It is. It
Excuse
was.
you?
So we don't have somebody with a high awareness base. You happen to be good at perceiving things like that. But
Correct.
2, yes.
Yeah,
But
it's -1, and I have more perceiving than he does.
that's fair. All I'm saying,
Yeah.
hey, all I'm saying
But I
is
still have a
that
+3. I don't have a minus to it.
I have a +2 and +6.
I thought you said you had a -1 to it.
No, I have a +2 to my awareness, and then I have a +6
Yes,
for
his awareness is a 2, and then he has +6 perceiving. He's really good at perceiving. What I meant by that specifically is that technically your high awareness guy was Gaul. He had the highest awareness. Now it's Ulvin.
I'm strong and I see things. I just don't see as much.
Apparently, you both decided to invest heavily in being strong and see things. So, anyways, who got the highest again? We got 24. Then what did Jordan get?
23.
23. And then what did Klep get?
19.
19 to drop some eaves.
And I'm upset because I was like, I could have my. I mean, I still probably could have my Peregrine Falcon because they're super tiny. Because my thought was I was going to have it on my shoulder, but I'm like, no, I am still super tiny. So I can't have it in there riding on me, really.
I mean, you could have it. It can be in there. I'm just telling you, it's not going to take a lot of advantage of its. See, the biggest thing that it gives you for perceiving things is that it can see things from the sky. But here, guess what it can't do? See things from the sky.
Yeah, fly super high and be over the battlefield.
I just know that he has better perception than I do.
You know, butterfly in the sky, he can fly twice as high.
Wheel in the sky, keep on turning.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is a list I was making. I wish I'd finished this. Anyways, so let's just move forward here. Let's start with the highest and work our way down. Actually, we'll start with the smallest and work our way up. Because you're using eavesdropping, though, I'll give you this specifically. You're trying to listen in. You're like really fucking ears tuned, Klep, and you hear a weird noise, but you cannot put your finger on it. You hear movement, but you're trying so hard. You're not certain if it's any movement other than the Gretchlings. You're like, there's something moving,
Things in the walls.
but there's definitely always things in the walls. So like you don't really know if that's it, if anything's changing.
Okay. I would like to point out one thing.
Yes.
And not to be that guy, but I know not everyone has dark vision, but Rodrigo does have dark vision. He's looking different directions than I am. So if it were a perceivable thing that he would notice something, I would like it if I could get a luck chance for him to notice it.
I'll tell you right now that where I'm basing things off of is definitely your sense of hearing for this. So in this situation, it does not matter what he can see.
Okay.
This roll right here was to be able to hear. That's why I said this is a surprisingly applicable.
Yeah. I'm saying moving forward. I'm saying moving forward.
Moving forward, if there's something to be seen, I will let you know when that he can roll whenever it's like, what do your falcon eyes see? Worry not. So, starting at what was it, 20 something for Jorn?
23.
23 for Jorn. Let's actually go with Jairus. Jairus also just hears stuff in the walls. He barely beats Clep at a 20. At 23 and 24, because you two are so close to each other, you guys get the door prize. You hear what is a noise that may or may not be familiar to you at all. You hear a strange movement. It isn't like little pitter-patter steps. It isn't, but you could tell it's not like on the floor above you. Or actually, I guess technically it is on the floor above you because we're only 3 floors, you're on the 2nd floor. You could tell it's on the floor above you. But you hear a strange movement. It's not like pitter-patter little steps like you think the Gretchlings make. No, both of you somehow hear a sort of dragging in this movement. Almost a stumbling. Inconsistent.
It's a Dargan.
Can I roll intelligence on that? Because
It's
having
Jorn
dealt
when we
with
make it back to
having
town.
dealt with creatures like this before, because I was there for the fighting afterwards, would I remember what they possibly might have sounded like?
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
Skelly.
Flat 17.
Flat 17 is pretty good. Pretty good.
Is it Steve?
What I'm going to give you is that this doesn't sound like skeletons, which is what you had experienced before.
Okay.
Those are skeletons. You could kind of hear the way they rattled when they moved, you know?
Mm-hmm. The grinding bones.
But they had sure footsteps. Like tunk, 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 you know?
Okay.
This is more like a shh and like a dunk, 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 dunk.
The funny thing is, my player brain pretty sure knows what they are, but my character brain wouldn't know.
Yeah, absolutely. That means I'm doing my job right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you're welcome. So I'm just gonna kind of whisper to the group. There's definitely something up there, guys. Be ready.
Now, Trockton, you too hear exactly what I just described, just so you're aware.
And I'm looking like through my stuff.
Uh-huh.
It's a good thing to do.
Would.
Trying to be nice. I got yelled at by HR 3 times this week.
Hey, bud, I'm HR here, and if I yell at you, it's going to be on stream and hilarious. So don't worry about it.
Okay. Using intelligence, military, looking back at my character's military history, kind of long shot.
You know what? I appreciate the bargaining here. Make a roll. It's a very long shot.
It'd be a rough roll.
It's a rough roll.
19 total.
19 total. Unfortunately, 19 total. This doesn't align with anything you've heard. You've been on a lot of battlefields, or you've been on some battlefields, maybe not a lot. You're only like, what are you guys, level 6? You're only like a level 6 characters. You haven't been on a lot of battlefields, but you've been on some. And you've been in some weird shit because you're the kind of guy who just goes and does weird shit because on a whim.
Someone said it was fun.
Yeah. This doesn't seem familiar to you. You for a moment think like it's for a moment you think, is that like a golem? But you're like, no, it's not heavy enough to be a golem. But sometimes golems don't have a really good gait. They're not very well put together. So in some ways you're like,
Like my ex-girlfriend.
Thank you. I'll be here till Thursday.
She had a loose leg. Every now and then I had to screw it tighter.
You got to screw it back together. So you guys do hear this. You're at this what did I call it? Landing.
Precipice of the second level.
Yes, you're at this landing, as I've said, where there's a little balcony on one side. I've kind of laid out the directions you could go from here. What's your guys' next step?
Well, again, not knowing which direction we should go because I have two people in the party that I currently don't know where they are, other than they're on the same floor as me, and a new person behind me. I'm gonna kind of just keep to the closest cover, which will be the wall to my right.
Okay, so you're gonna stick to the wall to your right, and you're gonna move just so I can get my cursor on stream.
Move towards the wall directly in front of me. Basically.
Yeah, you're gonna move towards the wall and around the corner. One assumes to your right.
Basically, peek the corner. All
right, you peek the corner, and you move down. There's been lanterns that have mostly been not lit, with every once in a while. You would remember there was actually more lit lanterns the last time you were here. Several of these are now out.
And to preface, my lantern is currently hooked to my shield.
And yours is hooked to your shield. So as you turn this corner, it gets even darker as the windows start to, like, the light from the windows goes away. There's no more windows here. The darkness really creeps upon you. I assume, Trockton, you're following along?
Chef, why not? Sounds like fun.
As you make your way down this hall, get the cursor back on stream. As you make your way down this hall, a Gretchling sort of pops out from under a floorboard, just pops his little head out around you, and he says, "You go towards Scary Thing?"
Yeah. Do you know anything about the scary things up there?
Oh, scary. Oh, not one to talk much about. It's not right, good.
Well, stay hidden. We're gonna look at it.
And it pops back away. As you make your way down this hall even further, you pass by a doorway, and creeping the door open, two more Gretchlings are watching you. I
kind of just like wave at them with my hand that has the sword in it, and like
they go, Scary Thing, dangerous, almost kill Mark.
Are they here or are they upstairs?
Up.
So this floor is okay?
They nod their heads. They go, right. You help?
Gonna try to.
Gretchling, like?
Would Klep hear this conversation?
As long as you're staying nearby them, yeah. So you're right about here.
Yeah. Klep is going to break his stealth.
Mm-hmm.
And is there anything that you know about this creature? Like anything specific?
Scary?
Is there more than one?
Maybe. Sort of.
Are they large?
Not very. Take all tasty items. Tastiest ones.
Sounds like they have magic items.
All kinds of bits and bobs. It likes. Small, but scary. Not small like Gretchling.
About our size?
Little smaller.
Yeah, because I mean...
Did you say it's my size?
Little bigger. In between.
There we go.
So they're humanoid sized. Okay, well, that narrows it down to a few things that it could be. Sarcasm dripping out of his voice, like it could be a bunch of different things.
Of course.
Yeah, that narrows it down. Well, at least it's not, cave guardian size. Looks over in the direction where he thinks fucking Jarrus is.
And Klep slips back into the shadows without saying another word.
Yeah, just give me another roll as you slip back in the shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look over in the direction that you think Jarrus is, and I'll just give you this for funsies. You feel him just give you a nod.
22.
22, wonderful.
I feel the
Better than last
understanding
time.
emanating from that direction.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so you continue to. You've been given. Oh, where did that come up?
I like the idea of Jorn looking down to say, Klep, what do we do next? And then just Klep not even being there.
No, he jumped when fucking Klep just melted out of the shadows because he was in the middle of a conversation and just.
That's
all of a
what I'm
sudden
saying.
Klep's
Like,
there. What the
so
fuck?
now you think he's there, and you look back to talk to him, and he's gone again.
Of course. I'm gonna look back at Trockton and go. Just shake my head, like. Put my shield back up and start walking down the hallway.
These are your friends, not mine.
You're not. I kind of give him a dismissive way. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking.
I mean, you're right, but no, it's just fucking bullshit.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start walking down that hallway on the right, further towards the stairs.
Yeah, absolutely. So
those are stairs in the corner, correct?
Yes, right down here are stairs.
Okay.
So excuse me while I get the next picture.
And I want to say, this friend that you're judging right now did a soul bond with you that kept you alive.
Yeah, I'm aware, but you guys are also being stealthy people, and it's just me and him that are the targets at the moment.
Well,
There's still a
That's not
benefit to
wrong.
you. We'll attack them. Sneaky sneak. Scat.
Okay, bring this.
Except
out.
it's not going to be a scat because it's going to be with the boomerang, and it's going to whoop.
This is the plan.
That's the real reason that Klep can't remain stealth when he's attacking. It's
Yeah,
not that he can't be sneaky about it. It's that he's physically impossible.
Technically, you could probably do your fucking stab spell from stealth, because it's not you actually doing it.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
All right, so you rise to the upper level here, and you're up against the wall. You now know that the library. Actually, you already knew this. This part is actually all too familiar. Klep specifically, and in fact, what would be a good one? Oh. This is. What does this feel like? You know what? I think it's not a you roll. This is a me roll.
Oh, that sounds.
Yeah. Let's get the DM die out.
Is Steve here?
What is your logic?
Steve is dead.
What's your logic
Undead,
defense?
dead. Biologic
10.
defense?
No.
Not great.
No, Kleps.
10.
Okay. Klep, you managed to shake it off, but as you reach the top of these stairs, this is all too familiar. This is exactly the route you took, where you took your last walk before getting in the battle that took your life. Here, you may have some pleasant memories of being led by a skeleton that you'd given a name,
Steve,
but
say his name. Say his name, Jeff.
I'm not gonna. He
had a name.
He never had a name.
He had a name. And if Father Time were here, he would be appalled by you.
But he's not.
Had a name.
Blasphemy.
He says, arguing with the DM.
So, you begin making your way down, and make me awareness checks.
Perceiving again.
Perceiving again, yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
This isn't
23.
this isn't to see anything, so you don't need to use your peregrine. This is again. This is. I'm saying
Okay,
is,
sorry. What do I have to roll? I was getting rid of a.
No,
bot.
no Faye. There's no Faye here. Don't say that. Shut up, D. Take that back.
What kind of roll?
an awareness. An awareness,
The
and this is
the
you.
Fae
Not
are not
the
here
falcon.
anymore.
2.
2, not very good. What did the other 2 of you hit?
24.
That's great. Well, that was fucking in. All right, cool. Trockton, what'd you get for your awareness check?
23.
Fuck, both of you nailing it again. All right, so Klep doesn't hear anything. The first person to notice anything at all, and not like he's going to share this information, but just to kind of set the scene going from lowest to highest, is going to be Jairus. And what he notices is not what he notices is what he actually hears this time. He hears that gate that you heard before. He hears that strange, sort of dragging, stumbling. But what the 2 of you notice, you've kind of been able to hear it this whole time. That's how well you did the first time. What you notice, what stands out, is that you stopped hearing something. Once you hit this floor, you do not hear all the sounds of those little sons of guns in the walls and in the floorboards moving around. Up here is a dead zone to Gretchlings. Or at least that's what it sounds like. It is eerily quiet. Whereas before you could kind of hear them talk to each other sometimes and moving around, cursing, muttering in the wall. Here it's eerily quiet except for the sound
dragging.
of the stumbling, the dragging.
Can we hear what direction it's coming from now?
Oh yes. You know now that it's coming from the direction of Uvior's room.
She's all the way straight across, right?
Correct. So if you guys are... you guys just entered here. You know that his room is this corner. And it's still faint, but you guys have really good ears, so you can hear it. And it's easier to hear when you don't hear much of any fucking thing else. Except for... you do... Actually, let me wind that back. You don't hear much of any fucking thing else. That's just it.
And this is the 3rd floor?
This is the 3rd floor.
So it's a dead zone for everything but the dragging and the shuffling. We hear nothing else.
Uh-huh.
That's odd. I hate that.
It is odd. It is definitely odd.
Klep is heading straight for Uvior's room.
Oh.
And Jorn should also know that because, like I said before, Klep told Jorn the path he planned to take.
Yes and no.
Okay. Then Jordan doesn't know where we're going.
In the meantime, I am going to put on my Visage of Fear.
Okay.
It's been in my backpack the whole time.
Yeah. You put it on, you big scary mask. So Trockton, this is something you weren't here for. He puts on a helmet with red glowing eyes.
It has a fiend-like snarling face and horns.
Mm-hmm.
And can we say that the eyes don't glow until I put it on?
Yes.
Yeah, you see me pull this snarling fiend-like mask out of my backpack, and as I put it on my head, the eyes just glow. And I'm like, well, we're gonna see if this thing works.
So you four begin to make your way down this hallway. And Klep, as you crest this corner, leaving the hallway and entering into the room where you did have the discussions with Uvior and Mog, and where the battle that would be your end began. You... did I roll this already? I think I did, but I'll roll it again. Oh, fuck. Move it so I can see it. You begin to... What wells up in you is a fear. Not an illogical fear. A fear that's like a memory. It's all too familiar. You hadn't even seen this place when you resurrected. You were out of here. It's all coming to the forefront. Moving forward,
He's having flashbacks.
He is having a bit of a flashback moment. Maybe not fully. I'm no Ulvin. I don't tell you what trauma you have for sure. But I am going to imply that you are shaken. And very specifically, even though I think shaken is a condition here, I'm not talking about the condition. Very specifically here, though I might look that up and see if I like it. It might end up being a condition I give you. But for now, we're going to say that you're going to take TD on basically all rolls moving forward. Just one. One TD, all rolls moving forward. It's not going to hurt you a lot, but it's there. It's in the back of your head. And do you think you're moving at a good pace, Klep?
Relatively.
Yeah, do you think you're paying attention to your friends?
Yes.
So do you think you would outpace them at any point?
Potentially take the lead, but not lose eyesight.
Okay, so not fully outpace them.
No.
But you'd be ahead of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, my puppy is he's having the dreams. He's over there just... Oh, okay, let's see what Shaken gives you. Oh, Shaken's a -2. You know what? I'm going to give you a Shaken. You'll take 2 TD.
Okay.
Which is not too crazy. It's not too much. You roll good enough that you should be okay. But being that it is a condition, it just makes sense, right? It's the way I described it, and I feel like if I'm going to describe it as shaken, why not just use shaken? So you crest into here not long before the rest of your party crests in. As all of you enter into this space, you now can hear something else. You hear a haunting song. Sounds as though an instrument is being played, like a tambourine, with a sad, quiet but not too quiet, somber sort of song behind it. This tsh, tsh, with a sort of you hear this as you crest here. Now what I'm going to need is I'm going to need to know all of your will defenses. Let's start with Mav and move around.
10.
10, Mav. You managed to shake off whatever it is. Henry, Klep.
12.
Klep, you are going to, and this is just so we're aware, what's happening here, none of you can really understand what's happening to the others, just to be clear.
Is whatever's happening 3 separate times?
No, but it is happening to all of you. And
then wouldn't it be one roll for the 3 separate people?
Well, now
because it's one attack happening to 3. Just because it happens to 3 people doesn't mean it's 3 individual rolls. It's an AOE, essentially. The only reason I'm questioning it is because Mav got by with a 10. I got a 12, but I'm getting hit.
I mean, that's very true.
That doesn't make sense.
That's very true. I was just rolling it for each of you. But you know what? I'll hear you, but that means I'm going to roll it again.
That's fine.
And this will be the roll for everybody. All right. So, let me hear all of your defenses, your will defenses.
You 10.
12.
Can I just, ask to take 10?
Is it less than 10?
No,
Okay.
it's 10.
It's 10.
Just 10.
Your will defense is 10? Okay. Wonderful. So 10, 10, 10, 12, 10, and then, I don't know why mine says 11. That doesn't seem accurate, but...
You have 1 in willpower? Or charisma?
I don't. That's why I was like, I don't know why it says that, but...
I do, but I currently take a -1 penalty for the helmet.
Fair enough. But no matter what, it does not matter. Let's roll this again then. Everyone will be taking 13 points of psychic damage.
Squeeze me?
Yeah, everyone's taking 13 points of psychic damage.
He's trying to kill us.
Yeah. It's okay, though. Been
No,
there, done that, baby.
No, it's not okay. That is 1/3 of my life pool.
It's 1/3 of everyone's life pool, just so you're aware. You might have a bigger life pool than everyone else, in fact.
Huh.
I could take 4.
Of those?
Mm-hmm. You have 42?
40.
Yeah, I have 41.
So you could take 4. Because 3 of them is 39. So you could take 4.
Yeah. No, because I'd be dead on the 4th one. I could take 3.
Yeah.
Well, not technically.
No, your math is terrible.
You wouldn't be dead until your death points hit 8.
Correct.
So, you're each going to take that much. Good thing I have the conditions up, because it turns out I need those immediately. And everyone's enthralled. You might wonder to yourself, what does that mean? You are charmed and lose your sense of self. Following the instructions from the creature that enthralled you, even to the point of putting yourself in danger. You will not intentionally harm the creature that enthralled you, but you will not undertake actions that will obviously lead to your death. For example, you may attack your ally, but you will not fall on your own sword. When the creature that enthralled you attacks your anticipation, logic, or will, or makes a check against you, using its int or charisma, it rolls 2d20s and takes the higher.
Quick question. Was that by any chance psionic magic?
Let me see if it counts as psionic magic.
Either primal or psionic.
Nope. It wasn't.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and use. Let's get some awarenesses for initiative, because let's just jump right into it, huh?
15.
15.
I'll take a 12.
12.
19.
19. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Question for the people. Is this a duck or a chick?
It's a duck.
Mav?
Can't tell.
I think it's a chick because it's got the little floofies on top.
Well, duck would also have that.
Oh. Ulvin. What did Ulvin get again?
12?
You got a 12.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Someone got a 12, so if it was neither of you, it was him.
Yeah. It was neither of us, so it was him. 19 was Jorn.
Yes.
And then 15 was Klep.
Yes.
Do that, and then we give the 12 to.
Yes, I had the 12.
We give it to Trucky Boy.
What are you calling me?
Trucky Boy.
Racist?
What?
No, I took the 10 on the save. This is the 12 on the awareness.
Why did I spell that? What? That's the wrong one. And then...
Nice hand.
Camera went out of focus.
I know.
It's a good hand. So I'm just gonna peek behind the screen here for you all. The result of this is the reason that I was rolling individuals, because one good roll could have fucked all of you, but a couple bad rolls could have kept you okay.
No, I know, but what's fair is fair. Like, so when I brought it up, I was like, that is the fair way to do it. And
yeah, it's fair. It is fair.
If it sucks for us, it sucks for us.
Yeah, sometimes it sucks and sucks. That's just the way it goes.
I mean, the fair play is let the DM do what the fucking DM wants, but, you know.
I didn't tell him what to do. I asked.
You argued a point. Anyways.
Again, arguing with the MC, not a great one to do.
It's all right, guys. Don't worry. You're going to have a chance to save here. We're going to set the scene, though.
Dog, I don't have enough bonuses to save.
Telling me.
You can always save. So, what happens is you hear this haunting music. And walking out of the room, you now understand what that noise was. Because shambling out are two zombies. And behind the zombies is a creature that I don't know if any of you recognize, but I'll give you a chance to recognize it with an intelligence check. Beat a 17 and let me know.
I have to roll an 18.
I don't know.
Dungeoneering or military?
I shit
You know what?
not.
I'll give you dungeoneering here.
I shit you not. I got 18.
Wonderful. And Jordan, you said you
I
didn't beat
don't
it.
think it's going to do anything for me, though.
18 will do something for you. You're the kind who's uneducated, but I'll say you've heard some stories about this. It's like ghost stories.
Okay.
You don't know much, and because of who you are, I'm going to say that you don't even really remember the name of it. It's something that starts with an A. But what did you get on your dungeoneering roll there?
17.
Meets and beats.
Meets and beats. I'll give it to you. So you're going to know.
Oh, I thought I needed to roll 18.
No.
No, I
I was
needed to roll an
missed.
18 because I have a -1.
You just barely made it. So I'll give you a little bit of different information because you guys have different backgrounds here. You know, maybe something starts with A or whatever, but you've heard of this monster. It's this creature, this thing. That you know that it's known to haunt abandoned places of living, manors and homesteads. And it's almost a ghost. It is maybe a ghost. It is probably a ghost. It's ghost-like. As you see it, resembling an ethereal young girl clad in a dress made of humanoid skin. It carries a delicate tambourine. The drum of the tambourine also looks as though it's made of skin. Probably of humanoid. She's slight and human-like, but clearly not. She has yellow glowing eyes and pale bluish skin and long scraggly hair of like a dark blue, blackish, but it fades to barely visibly white at the ends. You've heard ghost stories about this sort of thing, but you don't really know much about it. But you know that this looks like some of the ghost stories you've heard, Clep. A thing that takes over homes. Part of the reason that you stayed in the streets is because you heard stories like this. If that home's abandoned, I don't want to go in there. There might be a spooky thing in there, I've heard. Now, Trockton, what you know is you do remember the name of this. In your time, you've done a lot of weird shit, and you've heard some weird stories. This is a Ashiri, or Achiri, as some might call it. This creature is definitely an undead. And what you know worse about it is that it makes the undead. And if you look closely, now you're enthralled, so not like you could do anything about this, but this is just information your enthralled minds would go through. If you look closely at the zombies there, you'll notice they look like other people who came here trying to find riches. You might worry that she could make more. You might worry even more. Though you're enthralled, you wouldn't actually worry about this. But if you weren't enthralled, you might worry that you could become the next.
How do you break being enthralled?
We're going to get there. So, let's see. We're going to go through the list. We're going to start with Jorn. Jorn, she hasn't given any orders yet. So you're just standing there. Luckily enough, she hasn't given any orders. So you have an opportunity at the end of your turn to beat this effect. Make a charisma check.
Hold on. I'll try that again. Landed on the edge.
Cocked, sure.
19.
19. We'll get back to you, Jordan. So, next, she steps out, stops her song, and goes, I thought there might have been more friends who've come. Look at you all. Ready to listen.
I do have a question about that because I was thinking about it. You said I'm enthralled, but I'm also afraid.
You would have lost being afraid at that point.
Yeah, right now the enthrall kind of takes precedence.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, do I have both status effects or one?
Technically, you still have the shaken effect because that's you. That's what happened to you because
But
you.
Can I be shaken and enthralled?
Yes, because all that shaken is doing is it's like you're like, well, I'm spooked. The enthralled is like, oh, I'm convinced. And I'll say this, even if you lost one, you just gain the other one back. Right? Like if we were to trade them off.
It currently overpowers, but you would regain the other one if it went away.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So technically, yes, you are not currently scared because you are currently being controlled.
Right. But I don't know if that makes things better for you as of what happens next. She goes, oh, more friends. Maybe you wish you will join me forever? Like other friends. And she points to her zombies. And she looks out at all of you and says, make more. As she gives a little on her tambourine with the stretched skin of a humanoid across it. What that'll mean is when it gets to your turn, you're going to attack each other. You get to decide which. Now keep in mind that two of you can't really be seen because technically this effect didn't take you out of stealth. But when it gets to your turn, you will almost assuredly pop out of your sneaking. Let's continue. You will also hold on. I choose one for okay. She will tell you that you're enthralled. She will tell you that. She will also do this. It is pitch black up here, mind you. This is important. Pitch black. Most of you cannot see her.
That's not true. I have my lantern.
It's true. You have your lantern, which makes what happens next even all the more necessary. She sees your light and goes, get rid of it. And you feel the compulsion. But because your turn went first, you are not compulsed to put it out. But the undead that are with her, they are the zombies. Now, I have a little map here, and I could take this to Owlbear for you guys if you want.
They're fully across the whole thing from us, though, correct?
Yeah, they're going to be over, they're right here, and you guys are right here, basically. So, they're not going to be able to make it to you very easily. And they also shamble, so they don't make it the full distance. I will here ask if you would prefer we open a video for this. Sorry, a Owlbear for this.
I think it's a good idea.
Okay. Then vamp, boys, vamp.
I have a question for you. By resisting this, would I actually be able to take a turn? Not too specifically, because I can't damage her, correct? But would I be able to resist it enough to do something to try to break free of this?
No,
Or something to try and infect
you've
it?
broken it. Your roll
I'm
was good
broken.
enough to
Okay.
break it.
Okay.
Well, you're always been broken.
That's fair. Because I was going to go ahead and try to intimidate. Because I have that skill. And
That's
I have
fair.
a bonus to that skill right now.
But you can't do it now because it's not your turn.
Okay. All right. So
And then
my
we
turn
get a
was
chance
my
to-
turn was breaking it.
Yes, you ended your turn breaking it.
Okay.
Okay, so
Would
we get a
I
chance
have
to break
expended
it.
any action points? Would I still have action points?
You still have your action points. All of your action points have rolled over.
Okay.
So I guess technically you could use whatever reactive AP you have. We can discuss
The only
that.
reason I ask is because if knowing what she was trying to do, I would move away from the party.
That's fair. Oh, dang. Why does it show you this? It just... Oh, because I have another one that automatically reads that. That's funny.
So our turn is going to consist of us trying to break it, and if we can't break it, doing what she wants.
Correct.
Okay.
Roll high, boys. Roll high. I don't want to be the only one.
Vamp.
I'm going to be.
I rolled a duck.
I'll vamp this as though we're in Jorn's head right now, just fighting over the compulsion. He's going to go. I really wow. Hold on. Do I? No, I cannot. I can't hurt my friends. But she's so. I want to. No. I must. I can't. I have to do something. We're here for Clep. I gotta remember Gaul. What would Gaul do?
WWGD.
He's literally sitting there growling to himself, like trying to shake it off and like clear the dust out of his eyes, kind of thing, so he can see clear, quote unquote. Not actually visually, but the trying to shake whatever he would have in his head out of it. Like, no, stop whispering in my ear. I can't. No. And he's visibly like he's prepared, but he's also at the same time like struggling internally, I doesn't know what to do. Is very. His ears have gone flat. He's very on edge.
Yes, definitely. I'm feeling it. I'm with you. I like it. I like where your head's at.
So he's struggling. He's like, it's though he's trying to swat away like invisible flies, kind of almost, and just trying to like. One eye's open to keep an eye on things, the other eye's closed because he's trying to focus. Super not happy about things.
Yeah.
I also
to be
forgot.
super not happy about it.
I rolled a 22 for my stealth, right?
Yes.
Make it a 27.
Oh,
Jesus,
Lord.
you are invisible.
I forgot Child of Darkness gives me +5 to sneaking.
That's a lot.
I always remember the beginning of all of it, but I never remember the second half. Like it's +5 intimidating and 5 sneaking.
Yeah.
Dark vision, 30 feet, and magical darkness.
Oh gosh.
DR3 to primal and psionic magic.
Sorry, I'm trying to like get this the right size.
No, you're good. I'm trying to vamp.
Vamp away.
When he
Tell me what
hits,
else
he
it
deals
does.
1d6 slashing and 1d6 necrotic.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He has the necrosis, the death, which doesn't help as much in this because they're already dead. But
Yeah.
we can make them more dead.
If we can
Again.
make them even more deader, if they can be even deaderer than they are, that'd be great.
Yes, we want to make them deader than they currently are because them not being dead at the moment is the problem we have.
Yeah.
and I hate it here. I want to go
It's-
home.
It's
I want
not
to go.
great.
I want to
I
go back
want to
to.
go home.
I want to go back to the inn and have a couple drinks and not deal with some fucking ghost bullshit again.
Okay. Not more ghost shit.
Yeah, more ghost shit again. And I cannot stress you enough. Again.
And
Dead Mouse
I
5,
just
ghosts and stuff.
I cannot stress this enough. Again.
Okay,
Well,
Bucky, calm down.
Again. Guess who's almost guess who's almost dead? I guess Wallace.
Again?
Oh man, I have hunger. I require sustenance at some point. That's gonna be a thing. But yeah,
You ain't wrong there.
That is going to be a thing. I cannot eat any longer as I have started a thing where I don't eat after a certain time in the evening.
It's fair.
It's healthy.
All right. Now I'm going to send you all your thing. And actually,
Rodeo.
yes, I'm going to send you the rodeo. Things are going to get weird on stream because stream's going to be able to see things they should be able to see.
But it's fine.
No, behind the curtain, no.
All right. And we're going to, in fact, can we pull this and then just have it be just this one? Pull it and then.
Ah, I can see myself and myself.
Oh, not yourself and yourself. Okay, so I can't pull that one. Let's do this in the opposite order then. Let's pull this one. There we go. And then I'll just pull off of that what I want. Okay. You guys should have gotten your invites.
I'm already in here like swimwear.
Yeah, just shrink
what's
yourself down to the proper size.
I did. I even gave myself half a foot.
Oh, that's so nice of you.
Now I'm 3 feet tall.
It still shows me inside the big round. Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah, zoom out.
Yes.
I have no invite.
It's in the chat on the owlbear
Video.
Sorry, the video. It's in the video chat.
Come on, Jordan, get up here.
Just go ahead and clickety click. Clickety click. Okay, and then
That is 5 foot? Why is my 5 foot so much different from your guys' 5 foot?
admit.
Because you're a rectangle. You're a square.
You're a towel.
I know.
There we go. That's more to scale.
Oh, you guys shouldn't see that. Pull this. Pull this.
Okay, I did it to
Alright.
scale now.
Wonderful. Wunderbar.
Wunderbar. Wunderbar.
Wunderbar. I like it. It's a scale now. Before it wasn't a scale, now it's a scale. Look at that. So then we'll put this here. What are you? We're going to call you a character? And we'll shrink you down.
Why am I still showing giant on the screen?
Because 5
Because
foot's only
that's-
one direction.
Oh, never mind.
No, that's your picture, bud.
Yeah.
Also that.
I thought that was me on the map for a second. I was like, what?
Well, why am I so big?
Genius over here.
He's a real genius.
Yeah.
Don't mind him. He's a real genius.
Can she be in the doorway?
She's just outside the doorway. Because I said so. Make her smaller. So she fits
I was
here.
gonna say, are these
She was able to
zombies that
attack
big?
through a wall
No.
from so far away. I hate it here.
Yeah. It's. Let me check to see if I was about right with my spacing here. According to the way I've just. Oh, no, that's not the way I want it. I want it this way. It was a little less. So actually, she's going to have to be, for the sake of this, she's going to have to have been in the dark, like here-ish. for y'all.
I duplicated it for you, by the way,
I see that. Yeah, that's it right there.
because you said there was 2, right?
There was 2, and there is 2. And
Okay.
let me
Can there
go-
not be 2?
Let me go to these guys. No, there's definitely 2.
Okay.
All right. So now we're moving. Now we're cooking with gasoline.
That's dangerous.
It is.
Toxic.
It is. It's toxic. I'm kicking under.
I'm slipping under. How dare you?
I'm not trying to sing the song on our stream, buddy boy.
You can sing it. You can't play it. You can sing it.
No, you can't. Not on Twitch.
What?
You
And as
can't
long-
do
well,
more
because-
than 14 seconds of a song.
Yeah, because we saved the VODs. If we didn't save the VODs, it wouldn't
Nah,
matter.
they're cracking down on live too now.
I see people do karaoke all the time. As long as you're not saving the VODs.
Are they choosing to make money on that karaoke? Is the question. Okay, so whose turn is it? We had the Anchichi. The Anchichi. The
She just went.
Yes, that's what I'm looking into. She just went. The Ancheri. It was her turn. And she can
Fuck right off.
she could fuck right off. She won't, but she could. So she's going to tell you guys to join her, and she's going to say she's going to order the light be put out. So that's actually going to be one of those is going to go to the undead, and the other is going to go to y'all. Did you ever put a thing down, Ulvi?
He's not in here still.
You still have to accept me in.
I swear to you, I pressed the
I
accept.
clicked the button to ask to join. And it's still not in.
Click it again.
Click it again, because I promise you
It's
I clicked.
grayed out.
Now you can't click it? Okay, I'll give you a new invite. All right, and this time I'll just send it to you directly. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I swear to you, I sent it, though. That's crazy. All right, clicked it.
And then, not trying to metagame too much, but is this going to be a long
Hey, your
endeavor?
Facebook's up.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. I had to do that. I should have
Okay.
pulled it out, but here you
The
go.
only reason I asked, though, is because it's already 10:30.
We're going to see. We're going to get into this. I'm trying to get there.
You're trying to get into what?
Just... What?
You're trying to get into what?
This combat.
What time is it?
10:30. I know what time it is. We didn't start till 9, baby. We've been on for an hour. An hour and 40 minutes. You gotta give me a bit. Anyways. All right. Any hoozles. Everybody in here. We're gonna make it work.
Prison.
Can you not while I'm streaming?
I'm playing that bullshit.
All right, Clip, it's your turn. You've been told you gotta. I'm gonna put me like
God
over.
damn it.
Admit.
Yeah, I would probably be over here.
Yeah, we'll put Jordan like right there ish. This makes sense. Okay, yeah. All right, Klepperson, it's your turn. You've been
What
told
am I rolling?
you gotta attack. Pick one of your friends to attack. Now you can't. You'd have to roll awareness to see me. You can definitely see Jordan, and though he's not on the map yet, you can definitely see Trockton.
Why can't
You
I
have
see
to-
her?
Yeah. On
You could see her. You can't attack her.
yeah. On
Oh,
top of the fact,
sorry.
you do also have to give them the ability, since you also gave it to me, to be able to resist.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to resist at the end of his turn.
Oh, got it.
For now, he has to do what he's told.
Got it.
Okay. Then it would be whoever is closest I would attack.
Okay. I assume.
And I don't know who that is because Ulvin's not in here.
I assume they're keeping their lines. It's Jorn. Jorn's closest.
Okay. There you go. Lucky Jorn, I rolled a 5.
Cool.
But I will be doing my shadow knife attack.
You are unseen.
Huh?
You're unseen, my guy.
So I'm still invisible.
When you make your attack, make it as though you are unseen.
Yes, it would be a 5.
You gain TA, and it makes it when it makes attack rolls, it rolls 2d20 and takes the higher result.
Oh. Well, I got a 3.
Wonderful. Now you
Lucky
can
for
say,
you, Jordan. Dice don't like me tonight.
Cool. I'd rather not take more damage at the moment, especially friendly fire.
I'm sure you would rather not take more damage. You got lucky with that unseen. He really could have whopped you, because I was also going to remind him that
I have
he
sneak attack.
has sneak attack.
I know. I would have used it if I hit.
Yeah. All right. So, yes. You feel free to attack however you want to attack. Use up your points. She told you to have them join each other. So, have everybody join. That means you're trying to kill them so they can become undead. That's the instruction that you've been given. You have to spend your points out to do that.
And he's going to spend 2 AP to cast Blinding Darkness
All right.
against your anticipation.
Against who?
Okay.
Oh, against Jorns.
Jorn, yeah. 7.
Cool.
That is wild.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking this guy fucking
That is
fucking attacks my guys and fucking and fucking blinds them on the whim. Can't
yeah, dude.
fucking
I'm
use friends to
actually
save his
upset
life.
that he's scot free. This is bullshit.
Won't be for long. We still got, well, just Jairus with his terrible rolls is gonna have good rolls against me. I guarantee.
Yeah, I'm gonna crit against you so hard.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
crit
dead.
against you so
I'm gonna be
hard.
Dead.
All right,
Fucking
let
awful.
me know when you're done with your turn.
That's it. That was all 5 AP.
Wonderful. All 5 of your APs spent. Now
Please-
we're up to
please roll high.
Trock.
Oh,
Chucky-
Wait, no,
no. Let him
I get to
resist.
try and break this shit.
Oh, you're right. Roll. Let me see what it is you roll.
Charisma. You said
It is a
charisma.
charisma, I believe. Yes. Go ahead and roll it.
No fucking way.
What you roll, bud?
So it rolled onto my notebook, onto a 20, rolled back into a 16. 16 plus 2, is that good enough?
18.
Well, you'll find out. We're gonna move on. Up next is Trucky Boy. You've been told to make everybody join her in being undead.
This is gonna
So
hurt.
you can now see Klep if you choose Klep, but right in front of you is Jorn.
No, Clip is still hidden.
You attempted the attacks.
Yes, but as we discussed, because I'm not actually going up to them, and because of the movement,
Oh, you're
It
using
is
the knife.
perceivable.
Okay.
Yeah,
he uses
Fair
it.
enough. I'll give it to you. You're still hidden, unseen.
hell yeah, brother.
Then you can't see the other two. If you wish, you can make an awareness against them, thinking for whatever reason you wish to attack them instead, because you have the freedom to make the choice of who you attack.
Because fuck us particularly.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you think of one of the other two that you can't see, or either of them as a bigger threat. Who knows? You think it'd be more fun if they were undead.
He spends his entire turn looking for us. All of his AP spent searching.
All of it.
Can't
Searching.
attack. Dang.
Searching. Actually, speaking of, I do want to check something real quick because I'm not sure about something.
You know what? It's the shaken condition. That's what saved you, Mav.
I'll take it.
I was shaking, man.
I
now.
was shaking. Let's see. Do you have any? Do you have anything that makes you Boku boku?
And I'll be honest with you, Mav, I wanted to hit you with the boomerang, but I had to talk myself out of it because Klep has been going up here with the mindset of staying stealth and using the shadow dagger. So he wouldn't just change his mind right now to attack Jorn.
Good for you.
But by golly, if I could have given you the boom and blind treatment,
By golly, he would have. He
I'd have
probably would
done
have
it.
rolled and missed it, but he would have fucking tried. Okay, it looks like there's nothing you could have taken to be resistant here. I was just checking that for you, Ulvi boy. Ulvi, Trockton, who you attacking?
I already know I wasn't resistant.
I figured you knew that, but I was double checking just because you're new to this system. I was like, maybe there's a chance because of your
I have
lineage.
pages. I have page numbers saved. I've got links saved. I picked this goddamn race. I know some of what it can do.
Good enough. All right.
You're gonna see Trockton raise both of his hands above his head as they kind of meld together, and you see something long grow out of his hands as it lights on fire, and he swings it down on Jordan.
Whoa. Before you do that, you have to speak a command word. What is your command word?
I sneezed.
His command words. Achoo!
True.
no, his command word, he was very specific. His command word is I sneezed.
He says,
He was very specific.
Fair. All right. How bad is this going to hurt?
Depends
So
if he hits
when
you or
I'm
not.
attacking you in a melee roll, I'm going against your armor, right?
Correct.
Yes, armor rating.
What's your armor rating?
Go ahead, swing.
Oh, that's not a friendly face. Did you just nat 20 him? Oh. Hey, so the way the crits work in this game, us here at Torchlit, we're actually already doing this. So that really works. You may be familiar with this. Crits are you get one whole dice. So one max roll, whatever that would have been, then you roll on top of that. So whatever your damage would have been, you get that max, and then you roll on top of that.
So then that's a D10 plus a D10 plus 2 plus 1D4 fire.
So you get like the
27 damage, and then roll it again.
How's it 27?
He said
It's 1d10 plus 4.
No. It's 1d10. So it's
plus
a full
2
10
plus
plus 2
1d4.
plus 4. So
Oh, so 15. Roll again.
yeah,
I'm dying. This is happening.
you could
Plus an
roll.
additional 10.
I am on the ground.
Yeah, 25 definitely hurts you. It hurts.
By
you
the
bad.
way, everything within 25 feet is now brightly lit, and 20 feet past that is dimly lit.
Oh yeah, she don't like that. She is going to tell you to put that out.
Oh, she can't. It's not her turn.
It'll wait.
Do I get the chance to resist at the end of my turn?
Yes, you certainly do. Have you ended your turn? Is that all you can do with your action points?
As far as I understand, with how it's set up, is I still only have 3 action points total.
Okay, then that's
Jesus, how many
probably all
action
you
points
can
do
do.
you have?
3.
Oh, you only.
That's
have
what he's
3.
saying.
Okay.
He only
Yeah.
has 3, so it's pretty easy for him to blow his load on one attack.
Because it's 5 minus strength, I have
It should be a minimum of 2.
minimum of 2, and I have 5 strength, so it's 2. So that leaves me with 1.
You
can't
have 5 strength. Remember, we did discuss this. So that's
4 strength. That's right. Sorry. You're right. It's 4 strength. I have the bottom page set right.
At least you got one of them right.
That's a word for it.
All right, so that's about all you could do. You hit the minimum of 2. All you have is 1. You can move with your 1 action point if you like, or there's a number of other things you could potentially do with your 1 action point. That's on you. Or you just chill there and you can have it roll over.
I was just told, make them become hers. I don't know where anybody fucking else is. Jordan was the only one I actually saw, and so I suck.
All right, cool. You'll roll that last one over. That'll be a reactive, and then you will be able to. You'll have 1 more if you don't spend your reactive AP. Just so you know how this works.
Reactive AP.
All right, next.
If you have ability for reactive attacks or whatnot, or they carry over to the next turn, half your level +1.
Yeah, with your reactive AP, you can do basically anything that, except for exploit, right? Exploit, you need to have a specific. You need to have the trait to use exploit, which is like an opportunity attack, basically. But you could use your reactive AP, as far as we can tell, to do things like I've chosen to move off my turn. So, as far as I can tell, you could do stuff like that if it would spend an AP, but that's about it. Maybe move and attack somebody off your turn, but it feels weird to be able to do that. So I'm not.
No, you have to have the attack. You have to have the specific skill. It's literally it carries over unless you have a reactive attack or dodge. And then there's another thing for that too.
But moving on. That
So
was.
what do I need to roll to get past?
You're going to roll a charisma check. See what you get.
19.
19. All right. We'll come back to whether or not you are freed. Let's move next to the. It is okay. Let's move next to the next participant on our list. It is a Zomboy. And let me check on something. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I'm going to press the back button on that.
They can only move 5 feet. Look at that. Bummer.
Well, no, not quite. Let me tell you. Whoopsie doopsie. No, not quite. I'm going to ask, and this is a silly question to ask, but I'm going to ask anyway. Jorn, are you bloodied?
Oh yeah.
Good to know.
Extremely.
Extremely bloodied, he says. That's...
Knocked my shield out of the way and probably cleaved down my chest, if we're going to explain it.
Well, I was behind you.
I would have also been aware.
Extremely bloodied. All right, let's...
But if you want to do it that way, yeah, you just took a big old hack out of my back.
All right, we're going to have this one be the first one. That's zone 1.
Too loud.
Yeah, just a little too loud.
Better?
Yes. Wrong.
It's getting louder now.
Too loud.
Yeah, all of a sudden it got louder. Strange. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. All right, so we're actually going to have him do it twice. He goes twice. And then we're going to go to, we're going to have this zombie. He shambles over to you. Especially now that you are bloody. It moves towards you to extinguish your lamp. Next up on the list, that's going to be your boy. And stealthily, he comes over here.
Too loud.
I'm not touching it. I'm just going to stop it.
It's getting louder.
Yeah, I didn't touch it.
Oh, my goodness. This magic moment. You are going to take a I'm not even going to bother asking you what your armor rating is, Chalkton. Sorry about you, but you're definitely going to get hit here for... let's see, starts at 7.
How high did you roll that you're going to ignore my armor rating?
Uh,
I mean, you're probably not wrong, but
oh, it's just an at 20 is all.
that keeps getting louder on my end.
Yeah, it's too loud.
Okay, I'll just stop it.
You're gonna take 16 damage as Jairus pulls out a dagger and slides it right into your glowy bits. He's kind of making a guess on what's the sensitive part of a remnant, as he doesn't have a lot of knowledge. He's got some knowledge. He's, I don't know. He's getting in between your fucking.
Have those parts.
Well,
We're just one big boo boo.
well, he hits your biggest boo boo with a dagger.
For how much?
For a total of 14. No, sorry, 16. My bad. My apologies. A 16. And then... unfortunately, I built him to be able to do it again. Does a 17 beat your armor rating?
Yeah.
You will then take, after that, 8 more damage. And that will be that.
You said 8 more?
8 more.
Yeah, no. Because there is no me.
Okay, did that take you to 0?
Yep.
So this is what happens. Here's a fun thing that you don't know, so it's fun to explain. Once you've dropped to 0 HP, and for future reference, when this happens, you can just sort of narrate it. You don't have to say it. I think it's a little bit more fun if you don't be like, I just hit 0. Once you hit 0, you do not fall. In the game of Mythcraft, what you do instead is you start accruing death points. At 8 death points, you will die. Dead. But you do not fall until you've hit that. Every time you're attacked, after you're accruing death points, you gain 2. You gain 1 just for not taking a break. Taking a break is something called catching your breath, and you basically are out of combat if you're catching your breath. So even if you don't get attacked, you lose 1 every round. If you get attacked, you lose the extra, so that'll make it 2. So for now, you're just at 0. You do not take a death point this round. You'll take 1 at the end of your next round. Alrighty then. Dang, I came out swinging on you. How did I hurt you so bad?
We already taken 13, bud.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I have the lowest health, apparently.
That's crazy. That sucks. Don't you have more endurance than the rest of us? Didn't you have a...
I have 3 for my endurance.
Yeah, you should have more health than we do. You should re-roll. You should have re-rolled all of your health.
I rolled low.
Fuck.
I was gonna say I got lucky and just rolled real hot.
Yeah. He rolled hot rocks.
No, everything I rolled was low.
Unfortunate. All right, next is this.
Just pretend that they weren't.
Next is this zomboy, and he gets to move this many feet. He too. Oh wait, I forgot to do my my resist. Resist. Damn it. I mean, everything's fine. Don't worry. He runs all the way up there. All right, we're back at the top of the round. Jordan, you're free to go, bud.
Yeah, I'm moving my entire movement speed to the next floor. So if I can measure...
To the lower floor?
Oh yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I want to make this clear before we get too in the weeds of all of this. I remember double checking and changing this so that it wouldn't be crazy difficult for you guys. This should
and
have
you just two-shot all of us.
Like I said, I changed it. I
Jeff, I assure you, Klep isn't running away.
I mean, I
good
feel
luck.
like that's a bold choice, but like I said, I did double check on this one. I was like,
There.
ooh, because I beat you guys up for a little while.
I
I knew I was wrong for that.
I'm Outie McScouty.
Yeah, be Outie McScouty. I fucking support that.
So even at 0, we can still move?
Yeah. You can move and fight, bud. You could die on your feet if you want.
Huh.
It's pretty cool, honestly. Bo.
I don't know. It's one of those ones I would argue against, but that's neither here nor there.
Sure.
I have moved my entire AP. Actually, no, because I would have reserved my other AP since I didn't have anything else.
you
Half
can
my
move.
level rounded up, right? So I can move my entire movement again. Yeah, I'm basically to the stairs.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. I'm sure you're basically out of there, dude. At the amount of
I'm there.
yeah, at the amount of stuff you got, I'm sure you're the fuck out of
I
there.
sprinted.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope. What we're not doing is that. That's what we're not doing. We are not prepared for this.
Okay, let's see.
And that ends my turn.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you
I'm the
have
fuck
any
away
kind
from everybody.
Alright, what are you guys all at? 6? Everybody's level 6?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, 6. 4 people at 6 is 24. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm not crazy. I'm just, sorry, just like double checking.
I mean, you're still crazy.
I'm not, well, okay. You're right. But I was just double checking for myself to be like, this isn't super difficult. Is it? Did I do it wrong?
When we took a third of our health to start, I would say it's a little difficult.
It's a little difficult. It's just not super difficult. Sorry, I'm still looking through stuff just to be extra sure. You guys can also always take the dodge action. It's a maneuver you can do, just so you're aware. I don't know if you have ever looked to see the extra stuff you could do.
No,
You have to learn
I was
this.
never
You have to learn
aware.
that ability. It's a skill, if I'm not mistaken.
No, dodge is one of the basic maneuvers. You can take dodge as a basic maneuver. It'll cost you 2 AP and you gain 2 AR.
Which wouldn't have helped.
Probably not. I'm just letting you know that it's just putting it out there. Sorry, I'm just I really want to make sure that I didn't fucking overrun you here, but I'm near positive I did. Total amount being had according to him. Okay, so it's not more than 3/4. It is basically half. Wonderful. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a little challenging, but not like crazy challenging. But you guys just got real unfortunate. Real
You just
unfortunate.
wiped out half the fucking party,
Yeah,
dog.
You're right. All right, it's her turn. She's going to let me see what she can do. she's going to she's going to basically tell you guys, go, yes, keep going. And put out those lights. And she's talking to Mr. Flaming Sword. And the other one ran away. So just put out that light.
Did he resist? Because remember,
I'm aware.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get to that. You're gonna hear that. I'll get to you on your turn on whether or not you have to listen to it. Next, we're up to Klep. Klep, you are free to go.
Hell yeah. So, two things.
Shake it off.
Hell yeah. Klep says, fuck you, you ain't cool. Does Klep see any candles or way to ignite a big flame in this room right now?
Well, you have dark vision. Obviously, there's like whatever furniture and shit's here. So if you have like a fire, you could. If you have something that you could catch on fire, like a flint or whatever, you could do that 100%.
I have torches.
Then you could always light a torch. You're already in pretty decent light. At her. You're already in pretty decent light. Because of the flaming sword.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that,
would you charge me an AP to light a torch and just like underhand toss it towards the furniture?
I'd charge you an AP to, you know what? Yeah, I'll give you the whole thing for an AP. Why not? Fuck it. Yes, I am.
Okay. Cool. So Klep is going to light a torch and try and toss it in a chair, just anywhere he can ignite big flames.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Add your dex.
Yeah, I mean, same thing you would do for any thrown weapon, basically.
17 plus 2, 19.
19, cool. Yeah, you do it. Boom. You hit something, something starts to slowly catch on fire. Within the next round, you'll have a pretty decent fire going. Actually, make it a luck check. We'll see if you hit something that's super fucking flammable for some reason.
Yay, luck rolls.
Yeah, I know you love those. You built for luck.
Dirty 20.
Okay, that's still pretty good. I don't know why you're so
I know, but
depressed.
I like going more than 20 with my luck.
Yeah, you hit something that's pretty flammable. You're gonna have what's gonna be a pretty decent little bonfire going by next round. You might also make me an intelligence roll.
That's not gonna be a good one. That's a 4, my big guy. So 3.
You love this idea. This is great. What a smart idea this is. This is maybe the best idea you've ever had.
I knew going into it that it was a bad idea, so I'm okay with that.
And now you have an in fiction reason for Klep to really support this.
Yeah. So given that, Klep is going to then blink.
Sure.
And
where do you fucking poop to?
That's 40 feet. And he's going to hit her with his boomerang.
Right up close? Do you get disadvantage for that, or do you get you should
Thrown
get
weapon into melee?
Yeah, there should be like a tactical disadvantage.
It's not a ranged weapon.
It is.
We've discussed this.
It's a thrown weapon.
It's both. We've gone over this.
Okay, yeah.
We've looked it up, and it can be used as melee or thrown.
That's true. Fair enough. Go ahead and bonker with your boomerang, which is just such a really silly thing to do, but go for it.
I'm aware, but I'm using it like I got it.
Yeah, absolutely.
14 plus 2, 16, and then would I have sneak attack because I am coming out of concealment?
Do you maintain concealment when you blink?
I assume that I would no longer be hidden when I'm attacking. It doesn't say anything about the blink,
Sure.
it ruining
If I'm not
anything.
mistaken,
Yeah.
it's when you take an action.
Yeah. Because it's
you know what?
instantaneous.
You know what? I'll be nice. It is instantaneous. Why not? Sure.
Okay. So then 16. Does that hit?
Against her armor rating?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Cool. Okay. 1d6. 5 blunt. 5 sonic. And then an additional 3 for the sneak attack.
Okay. 5.
So 13 total.
5 sonic, an additional 3.
And then he's going to roll over his remaining AP.
Wonderful. Wunderbar. All right. Trock, she tells you to put out that flame, and you go, but I like this flaming sword. And you resist.
Question. Do we notice any difference in her when the room is getting even more illuminated with the now large fire?
She just kind of goes, like she doesn't like it.
Okay.
That's what you notice.
Okay.
She's not a fan.
Yeah, she's a ghost.
That's right.
I didn't think she would be a fan. Oscillating and whatnot. Get out of here.
She could have been, though. You never knew. You never know. You never knew. No.
But now I know she's not a fan.
You know that she's not a fan at this point.
Good.
All right. Next up, Trock. You are free to fucking tee off, my man. You did get stabbed in your weird glowy
bit.
parts. You got stabbed in between your pieces.
Yeah.
He got stabbed in his glorals.
Right in
And
his
His glowing
jejunum.
laurels.
As far as I know, Jairus, or however you pronounce your name, you're still
It's
under
Jairus.
control.
As far as you know, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let me see here. Da, 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 da.
But it is of note that you also know, as a person in this world, that just leaving me doesn't inherently mean I get to attack you, because the way this world works. So you could choose to run away, and maybe I can attack you, maybe I can't.
But you know what's really cool?
Hmm.
Is I can unmeld my hands, and then I could throw you.
That is possible. I'd say that's probably a strength.
It's a roll I'm willing to take.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm gonna throw you at the zombies.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'm here to help you, and you just stabbed me.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's going on. This is making me not happy.
Sure. Not such a happy guy no more.
And I will use a nat 20 to throw you at the zombies. The closest zombie.
You know what? I was gonna look up I'm trying to look up grappling rules, but with a nat 20, like, it feels like you just do it. Like, it feels like I'm not gonna try to roll against that.
I mean, fair.
Because I
Especially
Yeah.
with no reactive AP or anything.
yeah, let's see. But it is going to cost you 2 AP to do it. Grappling costs you 2
Completely
AP, and then you make a strength or dex attack roll against creatures' reflexes or for my choice. Not 20, doesn't matter. If you hit, you're grappled. And I'm going to give you the throw for free because it doesn't really say throw. Though you do have shove, Shove does technically cost 2, but I'm going to reward your nat 20. You're relatively new to the game. You don't have enough action points to do all that. Oh, actually you do, because you rolled over 1. So you just fucking ha.
Bloop.
Yeah. I'll roll against it, but I got to roll a fucking nat 20. No. Oh, and I don't roll against it. It's against my reflex. Doesn't fucking matter. You throw me.
At the closest Zambi.
At the closest
be-
Zambi.
Bonk.
That one.
Yeah, you fucking bonk me right into that Zambi. I'm like, I'm not hidden anymore, that's for sure. Which was, I wasn't
Does the
hidden. when
zombie
you
take
attacked me.
damage?
Yeah, you know what? What's a person's worth of damage?
And it could be knocked prone.
Go ahead and roll.
No.
Go ahead and roll a D6. A D6 feels like a person's body worth of
Blunt
D6?
damage. D6 blunt damage. I like it. I like it.
A D6 of blunt.
He would be a projectile.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say I would find that generous. I would say a D4.
Have you
Would
ever
you
been
stop
hit with a
arguing
person?
with the fucking DM? Let
Hey,
him do his thing.
I
First
am
off-
being fair.
First off, have you ever been hit with another person bigger than you? A D6.
No, because
is
this
pretty
isn't
fucking
something
average.
that happens in normal everyday life.
Not yours, apparently.
Hold on. Do you remember wrestling back in school? Did you ever get thrown? That shit hurts by itself. Think of impacting another person.
Yeah, I'll take that D6 too. Roll the D6.
5.
5. That'll hurt.
So that would use up all 4 of my points, right?
All four
That's
of
it.
you.
That's all of them. And let me make a little note. Who did you hit? That's the okay.
The flames are still going because she can go fuck herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You resisted.
You resisted. She can go fuck herself officially. 5. So, all right. Good work. Next, I'll even have it. I'll even give it like a strength to resist, but it'll probably won't make it. And I will have it say it's prone because it's not fucking proficient at walking.
Fair.
So he's down. He's hurt. Next we're gonna have this homeboy. He's gonna be like, wow. Seeing that you've fucking done some. Actually, no. He's gonna run the other way because homie just attacked his fair lady. Are you bloodied?
No.
I didn't think so. You hadn't taken any attack. He's gonna go, I'll go this way. All right. Let me be your father figure. And that's all I can sing of that song. And let's see. I'm gonna take. How much is it to come back from prone? I think it's 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. Stand 1. All right. I'm gonna spend 1 of my AP to stand. Then I'm gonna spend another 1 to move. I'm gonna come back over here. I'm gonna be like, you son of a gun. And then I'm gonna swing on you. And swing and a miss, I'm sure. Does a 12 beat your armor rating?
It shouldn't.
It meets.
Meets. All right. Well, luckily enough, all you're gonna take is this little
2 death points.
2 death points. You're right. All you're gonna take is 2 more death points.
So that puts me
You
at
got
3
3.
now. 3.
Yes, because you're still in the battle. You took the 1 from.
Yeah, you took your turn. And then
Yeah, you take your turn, you gain 1.
and then you get hit.
So whether you do anything or not, you still gain 1 on your turn.
No, if you would have done nothing, you wouldn't have gained any.
you wouldn't have gained any. Yes.
But you picked him up and threw him.
Yeah, I'd forgotten. That's on me. I should have warned you that you were going to take death points.
Yeah, I had no clue.
Yeah, my bad. But you could choose to not from here on out. So he gives you a little poke, but that's all he can do. Just gives you that little poke. And then he can resist. He can attempt to resist. He can attempt to resist. All right, next, this guy. He done been knocked over, so he's gonna stand and then he's gonna move. Cause back to the lady. Now we're back up to the top. Jordan, he's gone. We're not even gonna address that. We're back up to her. She's gonna do what she's gonna do. Jordan's
That's actually not true. As I haven't made it downstairs yet.
Okay, well it's your
So
turn.
I am going to attempt to intimidate because I have not only the visage of fear, but I have the intimidate skill, and I'm going to howl.
Okay.
And I'm going to howl with which to try to give the ghost a phobia.
Okay, give it a shot. What are you going up against here? Her will or logic?
I have to bring it back up. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
It probably won't matter because I'm going to tell you all the stats here in just a second. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Obviously, we're a little late at this point. I figured we just go to 11:30. We'll see how this shakes out.
I'm spending 2 AP and doing intimidating check versus the living target's will.
It is not a living target.
Oh.
Is that important?
I guess. Maybe then I couldn't. I'll just use intimidate then.
Okay. I'll give you I'll give you against the will.
I'll just do the intimidate check. Then I won't do the phobia part. So I will just. So at this point in time, I guess I would just use 1 AP to howl as an action.
Yeah, go for it. 1 AP. Howl.
And 29.
Oh shit! How did you manage that? You shouldn't be that good at intimidation. You're good at menacing.
I have no, because you gave me the intimidating. You told me to do it instead. Yes. And then I got that plus the 6 from this.
Jesus fucking Christ. Criminy cribble. Yeah, she's intimidated. Shooketh.
Yeah.
I'll give her the shake. What conditions? Does it intimidate?
Shaken.
I think it just gives shaken. It feels like. I'm just checking to see if there's like intimidated. Oh, demoralized. That feels more accurate. Intimidated. Now she's demoralized.
And then, yeah.
So all attacks against her are going to gain TA because she's been demoralized.
Yeah. I will then stay here at the entrance to the stairwell down and wait just to hopefully,
Wait.
Yeah. I will save my last 3 AP.
Sometimes you just got to beat a bitch with another bitch. Thanks for that, Deanne.
Hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker?
Yeah. Sometimes you hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right. So that's your turn. You're going to wait. Then it's going to be her turn. Sick Boy's right next to her. And she's going...
And remember, she is dazed and deafened.
Yes.
Oh!
What?
In all fairness, she's deafened.
Oh. She's deafened. She couldn't hear you, Howell.
Oh. That's fair. I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, you don't know that. But now we all do.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Actually, no, the intimidate skill could technically be blanket, so it could affect the zombies as well.
It could affect the zombies as well.
Yeah.
So let's say the zombies are
zombies are demoralized. That's great.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I didn't think about that. I was like,
oh no, you're good.
And then I was like,
hey, you brought it up. That's fine. But at the same, so I still did the thing.
Yeah, it's still done, and it still does something. Clip, my boy, does a 16 beat your AR?
Yeah.
All right, you're going to take. Let me pull out one of these dice. You're going to take 9 damage. Toxic.
Okay.
You are now sickened for 1 hour. Sickened creature in this way may spend 1 AP to make a check to potentially end the effects.
The illness.
Yes. The
Okay.
sickness. But you are sickened, which means, let me look in conditions real quick, just so we can all be aware. Whenever rolling a d20, roll 2 d20 and take the lower.
I'm missing a die. Why am I missing a die? Oh yeah, that's why. Okay.
Okay, well, I got 5 AP to spend trying to do that.
You sure do. And she is also going to, she can only take 2 actions. She's choosing to, you know what? The smart move is to then move away from you. That's the smart move.
How big is the fire at this point?
Is that the 2 actions with being dazed?
Yes.
Okay.
It's 2 actions with being dazed. So she can move. What's her movement? The fire's getting pretty, it's bright and it's spreading. Does anybody who can see the fire want to make an intelligence check? Unfortunately, Jordan, that's not you.
Nope.
It's not my turn.
Let's see. What's her... Okay. That's her speed. Let's go back over here. And we're just going to go... We're going to be like, oh, no. Which direction does she think she wants to go? She wants to go probably this way. All right. And that'll be...
She can go 35 feet?
No, that should have just been 30. I was pretty sure it just said 30. She was here. Yeah 30.
Okay. No, she was right here. That's 30. Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry. Yeah, my bad.
So yes, she does that. That's going to be her turn. She's only got the 2 things. She gets you. You're sickened. You take some damage. And then we're going to move on to your turn, Clep. Clep, what are you going to do?
Well, first, I'm going to try and get rid of this sickened right out of the gate.
Cost you 2 AP.
I thought you said it was 1 AP.
Was it 1 AP? Fuck. Did I get that wrong already? Yeah, right. 1 AP. My bad. Gonna cost you 1 AP. It's an
14.
endurance check.
14.
Ain't it?
I'm going to do it again.
Feel free.
There we go. 17.
That's it.
Cool. So I have 4 left.
I thought you said you have 5 AP.
I remembered I carried 1 over from previous.
Okay.
Okay. At this point, I'm gonna throw my boomerang at her, and I still have sneak attack because I still have TA against her. Or wait, no, I don't have TA against her because Jordan's thing didn't go through.
I was gonna say, why do you think you have TA there, bud?
Yeah.
And if you do that again, there's real little chance that Jordan's thing's ever gonna work. Now you get to play the fun game of, do I deafen her, or do I hope that maybe something else can be done?
Okay, this is arguing for a case.
Mm-hmm.
If I do my shadow knife, would that be considered something that give me TA because she's not expecting it? She's never seen it. I just go and a knife hits her. To consider it a sneak attack.
No, I wouldn't call Shadow Knife. I also think sneak attacks need to be. I don't think you can sneak attack a spell.
I think I remember that. Okay. Either way, I'm going to use Shadow Knife.
Yeah, go for it.
19 hits.
Versus her AR, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. 4 necrotic. 2 sharp.
Is that an occult spell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Just checking.
Yeah, because it's going to do less. But anyway. I'm gonna carry over AP again.
4 necrotic and how much?
2 sharp.
4 necrotic is a total of 6. Okay.
And then we count for damage resistance.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna carry over my remaining.
All right. Trockton, you are currently taking death points. You're only 3 in. If you choose, you can move this turn, and I won't have that count as against your taking a rest. You could choose to move away in this instance.
You are allowed to move in death points while not accruing them, as long as you're not doing it arduously.
Right.
Is your character still,
As far as you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You have a total of 8 before you're dead, so you're only at 3.
Don't gaslight him.
And I can move.
I'm not
30?
gaslighting him.
You can your base move speed is normally 20.
Yeah, base move is 20.
You can move as many times as you have AP.
Yep, costs 1 AP to move 20. But it's a thing about this system is it costs 1 AP to move it all. So if you spend your AP for a movement and you only move 10, you spent your AP for that. If you want to move again, like move 10, then do another action, then move again, it costs more AP. You can't just be like, I have AP left, I have movement left over from my. That's not the way it works.
No.
I mean, fair enough. Come on, you stupid. Thank you.
Come on, you stupid. Thank you.
Oh,
Can I throw him again?
Yeah, it looks like you're measuring out another throw. And
Don't have enough AP.
I'm gonna tell you that's
hey,
a heck of
I've
a
got
throw.
3 AP.
It cost you
I don't
4 to throw him last
I
time.
don't necessarily need to throw him. I could shove him. Wouldn't be
It still would
necessarily
take
away.
4.
No, shove only
Henry?
takes 2. He's right.
Trying to go through my thought process for my actions here.
Yeah.
I could shove him away. That should, just give me a little extra room to back away from him.
Yes, you absolutely can.
But
it'll cost you 2 AP
I would
for
take
the
it. I would take a death point because of it.
Yeah.
So I'm torn between pushing him away, just striking him, or moving away.
I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you this one for free. It's pretty rare for players at this level, or for most things at this level, to have the ability to exploit you. It's pretty rare. It happens. It's pretty rare. And what I'm going to give you even more for free, because you know what? You're new to this game. I'm going to tell you right out the gate. Jairus can't run away. He cannot attack you when you run away.
Yeah. And realistically, with the actions, metagaming with his actions that he would have to take, he'd probably have to use his whole movement just to get to you.
Well, even more than that, we are already aware that you are completely under control and you use all of your actions. So he's already moved. He has nothing to get you with. If he were still under the mind control.
Yeah. If under the mind control, you know that I just used all of my actions to get to where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Or at least as much of it as was feasible.
Yeah, his turn is coming up is the issue. Is if you're not far enough away, you're probably going to take more death points. And do you want to take 3 death points, or do you want to take no death points?
Yeah. The movement is the best choice. Be straight with you. Movement is the best choice. That's good. And you moved a good distance away. That looks like you got a whole 60 feet-ish.
Yep. No,
that's all. 60. That's all your death points away. Or all your, not death points, all your action points away. So, good choice. Good choice. Gonna end your turn there, one assumes, because that's all your action points.
Can't do much else.
Then we're gonna go to Zom. Zombie. And he's gonna go, whoa. Gonna go move over here. And
While it's approaching, Klep is going to use his reactive AP to blink out.
Wonderful. Where do you blink?
I'm measuring real quick. How much do I have? So I have 50 feet. Or no, I have 70 feet. So just into the hallway. Or, hold on. Is this a solid wall right here?
No.
Or is it like a banister?
It's like a banister. Oh, no, that's a wall. Yeah, that's a solid wall.
Okay, so then I can't do that because I can't see over there.
You can't see over there, no.
You could get next to Jairus, realistically. The other option, though, again, metagaming, you have a staircase next to you.
Yeah, I mean, you could blink to the stairs. I'd even give you the bottom of the stairs, potentially.
I was going to say, would I be able to argue I could see that
Probably
line?
not that far. Probably not that far. Probably
bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, probably like, at most right there.
Okay, then that's what I'll do. Whoa. So now I should be out of line of sight for almost everybody.
Yep. And you did that with your reactive.
Mm-hmm.
You did that as soon as you saw him moving?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give that to you. I'm not entirely
I saw
certain.
him approaching. I had 15, 20 feet.
Yeah. I'll give that to you. I'm not entirely certain that's the way that's supposed to work, but I'll give it to you.
Appreciate it.
Next it's going to be Jairus' turn. Jairus is going to spend I think that Jairus saw you attack. This is rough because he's going to spend a bunch of his actions no matter what. Which of you is kind of further away? Internet is dead. Internet is dead. You know what? We'll end this round with Jairus running after you, but he's going to spend, or we're going to end it running after Colette, because it would make sense that she would tell him to attack Clep. Clep was the one who attacked her directly.
Jairus is still under mind control?
Still. So we'll end it with that, and then we'll have the zombie move its...
No, can you end it with one other thing?
What?
Can you fucking roll to break the mind control?
You're right.
Give us some good news.
And we'll end it there with that roll hanging over the edge.
Yep.
Yeah, write it down so we can remind you about it.
Yes. I will.
If it's not high enough, write a bigger number.
Write a bigger number.
Add 6 to whatever that number is.
Just because I said so.
No. Add more. More than 6. We know Jairus' rolls. Add 14.
All right, so we're going to end it there. We're at 11:33, and we just had Ulvin's internet fully die. So, thank you, everybody, for joining us. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Combat episodes are somewhere between being fun and not being fun. Plus, we had a new character, a new player in the mix. So it's a little... I hope you were able to get some enjoyment out of that. I hope I was able to narrate enough of it. If not, I'll make it more fun next time. Promise, make it worth your while. Come back, big boy. As I said, I've been Jeff, your MC. Chicka chicka. Yeah. Joining me tonight has been Mav.
What's up, everybody? I'm Maverick SD. Again, your returning streamer. Do try to come by and catch me when I go live. I play a variety of games. Right now, I've been focusing on story games. Recently, Horizon Forbidden West and Kingdom Hearts Collection. But I've been playing Jorn, and we got kind of mollywopped for supposedly something that's supposed to be of our level. So we're gonna see if we're prepared to actually do this or not.
I still assume it is our level.
Again, it very well could be our level, but at the same time,
I'm a firm believer. This is Uv times 2. If we just grouped up on her and mollywopped the shit out of her real quick, I think it would be over.
How? With 2 of us being almost dead.
Maybe not now. If you'd done that in the beginning.
Yeah, and if we would have, had our individual roles and some of us not being under the effects, that'd have been nice.
Hey,
but anyways, it wasn't me that decided to do that. It was somebody else who decided to.
Fair is fair.
Don't argue with the MC. Don't give them ideas. How many times we got to tell you this?
Hey,
it's
I
not,
play fair
fair
games.
Is not fair. No, that's not fair. That you, sir,
it's
need to learn what fairness is. So
we have some playful ribbing here.
Yeah. Anyways.
All right.
We'll see what happens next time.
We'll definitely see what happens next time. And you know what? I'll even tell you, the way that this is supposed to work, you add up the character levels, all of them. This is what's written on the page I just read, and I will triple check it. Add up all the levels, and then half of that should be altogether at level 6. You all should be 24. This is a monster level of 12. The zombies are only worth 1 apiece, so it's barely over. Slightly difficult. At half should be like that's the right level. This is challenging enough. Not easy, not hard. That being said, also joining me tonight has been Henry.
Hi.
We have fun here. Last but certainly not here was Ulvin, aka Left for the Last. He's not currently streaming, I don't believe. It's been great to have him join us in the absence of our good friend Jay. We love him for putting in the effort for us. And with all that being said, can't wait to see you next time. You can catch us here, not next Friday, but the Friday after next, where we play even more of this. We've resolved this combat. We see if, anything good happens here. Make a note. Hold on. This is important. All right. That note is going to be super necessary next time. And let's see what they do with it. As I said, please catch us here, not next Friday, but the Friday after next for more of this show. Catch us next Wednesday for Orm's Legacy with Katie Mischief. And in case you don't know, let me tell you, when you're out in the world, you just got to remember one good thing. Tell good stories.
Tell good stories. And leave fires behind you. Deal with them later. Hey, do your actions have consequences? That's future you's problem. Only you can understand whether or not you've set a house on fire.